Everyone deserves to feel safe. This includes feeling safe in your home, away from anything and anyone that could hurt you. If you are a victim of actual or threatened domestic, child, or sexual abuse, stalking, or trafficking, or if you fear for your physical safety, Wisconsin's Safe at Home program may be a valuable part of your safety plan. Safe at Home is a statewide address confidentiality program that provides a legal substitute address to help participants protect the actual physical address of their home. Participants are assigned a Safe at Home address. Mail is sent to this address and then forwarded to their actual physical address. Participants are responsible for updating others with their Safe at Home address. Safe at Home isn't just a mail forwarding service. The program protects your home address and keeps it private, which is an important part of a safety plan. Safe at Home is also not a witness protection program and can't provide any sort of name change or identity modification. Enrollment in Safe at Home has 4 requirements. First, the participant must be a Wisconsin resident. Second, the participant must reside at a location unknown to the person they fear. If the address is already known and accessible, this means there's no address to protect. Third, the participant can't disclose their actual address to the person they're in fear of. Unfortunately, if this happens, the participant will be disenrolled from the program because the address can no longer be protected. Fourth and finally, the applicant must be in fear of someone and need their address protected from that person. This could be an abuse victim, a parent or guardian of an abuse victim, someone who lives with a victim of abuse, or a person who fears for their physical safety. Abuse can include domestic abuse, child abuse, sexual abuse, stalking, or trafficking. It can also include anyone who fears for their physical safety, like judges, prosecutors, victim witness staff, law enforcement, advocates, election officials, or other public officials. Safety planning must be completed prior to enrollment in Safe at Home to review options and resources to help keep the participants safe from the person they fear. So those 4 elements are required. What is not required includes criminal charges against the person a participant is in fear of, a restraining order against the person they're in fear of, a report to law enforcement that they're in fear of this person, or a social security number. We recognize that some victims may not feel comfortable reporting to law enforcement or may fear the violence or abuse will escalate if they report. We also recognize that someone may not want to make an official report or seek a restraining order. And that's okay. Safe at Home can still be a part of a safety plan regardless of the other parts of that plan. Everyone has had a different experience, and we recognize and validate those differences. While Safe at Home does not require any kind of proof as to why somebody is in fear of a person, a participant must provide the name of the person or persons they are in fear of. While a participant's address is kept confidential, someone's participation in the program is not confidential. Safe at Home staff regularly verifies participation with various state or local government agencies. The only 2 circumstances in which Safe at Home may disclose a participant's address are pursuant to a court order or to a law enforcement officer for official purposes. In both cases, Safe at Home staff requests any records of the address be sealed and kept confidential. Before deciding whether to disclose a participant's address to law enforcement, Safe at Home staff will verify the identity of the officer or deputy, their employment with their department, that they're on duty at the time of the request, and that they're not the feared person of the participant. Depending on the nature of the request from law enforcement, Safe at Home staff may also reach out to the participant and tell them that their information is being requested. Now that you know the basics of the program and the requirements, let's talk about how somebody enrolls. First, you must meet with an application assistant to develop or review a safety plan. This must be completed before an application will be considered. Application assistants are victim service professionals. They're often community-based advocates who are designated by Safe at Home to provide individualized safety planning and education about meaningful participation in the program. Next, you will need to complete the Safe at Home application in its entirety. If there are any children or wards living with you, they can be included on the application. Once a Safe at Home Victim Services Specialist reviews the application, ensures that it's complete, and confirms the applicant is eligible to participate in the program, they will schedule an enrollment call to review program basics and confirm your information. That's it. There's no additional check or paperwork required. There is no fee to apply or participate in the program. The application form is found online at this link. Once enrolled, you'll be issued an assigned address, which will be your legal substitute address. You'll also receive a Safe at Home authorization card. Practically, how the Safe at Home program works is that mail sent to the Safe at Home address is collected from a locked post office box and delivered to Safe at Home in a locked delivery bag. The mail is then forwarded to a participant's actual address or another address they want their mail sent to. Keep in mind that, due to this process, there is a 5 to 7 day delay in receiving your mail. The mail is processed in the secure Safe at Home office, so very few people have access to participant addresses. Once enrolled, a participant can use their assigned address for any purpose. Participants are responsible for notifying and updating their address with their bank, employer, school, doctor's office, local court, and any other company, business, or individual that may have their actual physical address. But don't worry, Safe at Home offers numerous resources, templates, and forms to help you notify these companies. The Safe at Home substitute address must be accepted by state and local government agencies, private businesses and entities, and individuals, but there are a few exceptions. Federal agencies do not have to accept the address. An actual address must be provided to register to vote. But Safe at Home participants can register as confidential electors to keep their address private and confidential. And there are practical exceptions, which include utility companies, as they need to know where to send gas, water, and electricity. Entities that need an actual address can still accept the Safe at Home address for mailing purposes. Emergency services also need an actual physical address. Safe at Home staff will address this in more detail during the enrollment call. The Safe at Home assigned address is a legal address and must be accepted by law enforcement. If someone from the law enforcement community makes contact with a participant for any reason, such as being a victim, witness, suspect, or other reason, the law requires using the Safe at Home address for any documentation. Under open records law, the right to inspect or copy information in a record does not apply to the actual address and is not disclosed on the documentation. Finally, intentionally disclosing a participant's actual address is a misdemeanor. Any concerns about disclosure need to be directed to law enforcement. To sum up, Safe at Home provides a legal substitute address for those who fear for their safety and hope to gain some peace of mind by protecting their actual address. To learn more or to begin the process, please visit us at this link, call us at this number, or contact an assisting agency. You'll find a complete list of designated agencies with application assistance at this link. Remember, we're here to help you feel safe by protecting your home address.